Hello and welcome, beautiful scorpion shape. My name is Tanja and I am your coach for today. Today we will be working on the cherry flexor trick. I have already uploaded a pole trick video, the one that I posted before this trick video. So you have to check it out if you want to get into this trick, because I am showing you the most easy way to get into the cherry flexor in that video. And if you have mastered that and everything is fine and you feel super confident, then come back here, because today it is about the intermediate and the advanced version of the cherry flexor. So with that, let's get started, right? What is the intermediate version? It's the one where you're not fully extending your legs, but you're just letting go of the top leg, the hooked top leg basically, and it's not touching the pole anymore except with your toes. So let's have a look.
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight.
Beautiful. Today in this video, I also want to introduce a new grip, and you can basically decide which one is easiest for you. In the other video, I showed you a grip where you are reaching down and your thumb is basically facing up. You know, it's like reaching like that. I'll show it to you. But I want to introduce a new grip where you're reaching down and your fingers are facing down, which might be a little bit more elegantly, but it can also feel a little bit harder because it's not so connected with your back muscles. So now you need a little bit more balance, okay? But you can try out both and see what works best for you, and maybe work your way up to the second grip if that works for you, okay? But both grips work here, so try them out. Now for the intermediate version, again, try your grip, whichever fits you best. And then from here, what you can do is you come into the genie, right? We've already established that. Make sure that in your genie, you're not creating this like crazy oversplit sort of thing, but you want to have a little bit more of a closed genie, because it's just easier to then open your legs up. And then what you want to do is either, as we just discussed in the other video, you stretch out, you lengthen that bottom leg first, really find your grip here, that balance, and then you can, with that bend, slowly bring your toes towards your pole so that they're basically just touching. Another variation would be to first release the grip, the hook of that top leg, find the position that you want to be in, and then to stretch out that other leg, that bottom leg. So also here, see what works best for you. Really important now is because your hips will start to come off the pole just a little bit, right? There's more weight on the other direction, because now you're not basically like hooking both legs and just straightening them out, but you will bring the weight distribution a little bit more towards the outside to really make sure that your grip is nice and steady and that you keep yourself aligned with the pole. Your hips actually don't want to come out of whack a whole lot. They still want to be in contact with the pole. Now go nice and slow and easy here, and to come out, all you want to do is to just slide that top leg right back, rehook, and come out of it any way, shape, or form that you want. And the more you open your hips here, the more you open your knees up, the prettier this shape will be. That is for the intermediate version. Let's go and visit the advanced version. So now you really want to elongate both legs. You want to stretch them out.
Versus pretty likely, yeah. Socks with the burst, boy, ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk how you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good.
This is quite hard because there are some things that can go wrong here, yeah? So first of all, what could happen is that you come from the variation where only your toes are touching and you're basically opening up that leg, and now it could happen that you are lowering your hips too much, lowering that leg too much, and it becomes really, really hard to hold the shape. So make sure to record yourself and see what sort of lines you are creating with your trick. Because the lower your leg is, the harder it will be to bring it back towards the pole and to hook it and to come out safely. If you cannot do that, you will basically fall. So make sure to have some mats near you. What can also happen, and what also happens with me, if you're thinking about all those little things, or if your flexibility is not on point yet, is that that bottom leg, which is basically in between of the pole and your hand, is starting to bend or having like a little micro bend in it. This is not bad or, you know, terrible, and it's not causing any safety issues. It's just not that pretty. So if you are aware that you're doing it, once you open up both legs, just be like, okay, is my bottom leg open as well? And then just straighten it out a little bit more. The third thing that could happen is that you are losing the grip in that hand that is basically on top right now, that's holding the pole between both legs, because there's more pressure on it, because your weight is basically being pushed out to the side a little bit more. So just be aware of that. Make sure that your hands are not slippery or you're not overly sweating. So this could be an issue of why you cannot open that leg all the way, because your hand is, you know, gliding and your head is like, oh no, this is not safe. So make sure to have a really steady grip right there. If you have addressed all of these 3 things, then go ahead, give it a go. Start nice and slow and down on the bottom, not spinning, because that can also just mess with your head a little bit, and then give it a go. It's basically all the same steps as with the video, the beginner video, and then you just come right back. There's more pressure on both of your hands, so be aware of that, and then go slow. Open it up a little bit, see how it feels, and come back to the pole, and then you can go further and further and further and further, okay? Again, my tip is to record yourself in everything that you do so that you actually see what is going on, if you're doing the right thing, or, you know, you have a micro bend going on. I hope you like this. I hope you enjoy the progression and you can see where you're basically fitting in and what feels nice to you. If you enjoyed this, make sure to comment down below on your progress, on how you are integrating this into your routine. I would love to see you subscribe. That would not only help me, but also help you stay on track with your pole journey. And I will see you very soon next time here on my channel.
So I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the P's, you gon' see the